Hello, everybody, and welcome to a short 10-minute mom's recovery and stretching session. I have been raising my two boys for the past almost 7 years and found it did things to my body that no sport or any other challenge ever has. So I wanted to share with you my secret little recovery series of stretches. We're going to start with just a very short yoga flow, only about 4 minutes. And if yoga makes you a little nervous, as it does for me, I promise these are very basic movements and they're excellent for stretching. Then we'll move on to a series of fantastic stretches on the TRX Suspension Trainer. And then you'll be ready to go on with your day. Let's get started with our very short yoga flow. I'm going to have you begin with your straps fully shortened. We're going to warm up with the Sun A. I'll have you place both hands in the foot cradles so your thumbs are on the outside of the foot cradles like this. And we're going to walk into a position with an extended mountain where you have your arms all the way up above you. Step your feet so your feet are directly beneath your hands and you're actively pulling back into those foot cradles, letting the shoulders falling away, zipping your ribs, body nice and straight, bringing your toes and your heels together. Give me a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, pressing down into those foot cradles, driving your hands away from you, softening your knees. Inhale, half lift. Pull those shoulder blades back. Exhale, pressing back down to your forward fold, pushing the foot cradles away from you. Inhale, extended mountain, bring those arms all the way up, shoulders falling away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold, feeling that stretch through your hamstrings, still keeping the crown of your head away from your shoulders. Inhale, half lift, pulling your collarbones apart. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, extended mountain. Reach for the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, actively pressing down into those foot cradles. Inhale, half lift, pulling towards you. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, extended mountain. Slowly lower those arms. We're going to move into a crescent lunge to warrior two. So I'll have you standing facing away from the anchor point, hands in the foot cradles. Walk it forward so your hands are about eyebrow height. Picking up your right leg, I'm going to have you lift up to the ball of your left foot. Very slowly stepping forward, setting your right leg down. Bend the back knee down toward the floor for your crescent lunge. Give me a few breaths in this position, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears, actively pressing into those foot cradles. Think of tucking your tailbone underneath, opening up through those hip flexors. These hip flexors and this chest get so tight throughout the day. Holding on to our kids, nursing our babies, moving, sitting, all the things we do. Now we're going to bring this into your warrior two. I'm going to have you place your left hand into both foot cradles and revolve that left arm around, pointing your left toe to the side. Right arm reaches out in front of you, tail tucks under, gaze goes out over the fingertips of your right hand. Give me a big inhale, exhale, fall a little bit deeper into that stretch, pushing to the outside of your left foot. Now let's revolve this. Inhale, exhale, pressing down into the foot cradles, reach that right hand over the top, feeling a nice big stretch down the side of your body. And exhale, back into position. Inhale, fill those lungs, maybe stretch a little bit bigger, pressing into those foot cradles, tail is tucked. Exhale, return, sink a little lower. One more time, inhale, reach it back, and exhale, holding into that warrior. Give me one more inhale. Exhale, sink just a touch lower. All right, I'm going to have you pivot that back leg, scooch it in just a touch closer. We'll bring both hands of those foot cradles back into your crescent lunge. Pressing down, let's step back up and set down your right foot. Same thing on the other side. Picking up your left knee, lifting up to the ball of your right foot. Slowly extend that left leg forward, bending the back knee down into that crescent lunge, pressing those foot cradles up toward the ceiling, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. Give me a few inhales and exhales in here, tucking the tail under, keeping pressure on those foot cradles. We're opening up the entire front side of your body that gets so tight again. Holding nursing baby. With my two boys, I nursed straight for almost 5 or 6 years. And boy, did that do wonders for my posture in a bad way. Let's bring that into your warrior two. I'm going to have you place both foot cradles into your right hand. Revolve that around, turning your right toes to the side, still pointing your left toes forward. Extend those left hands or those left fingers out in front of you. Tucking your tail, putting pressure into the foot cradles. Eyes glance over your left fingers. Inhale and exhale, sink a little deeper with the goal of having that left thigh parallel to the floor. And let's inhale, revolve that open. Exhale, reach it out. Inhale, fill your lungs, pressing your hands into the foot cradles. And exhale, sink a little deeper one more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold for a few breaths here. And then once again, I'm going to have you pivot that back foot, bring it in a little closer. Bring that arm up above, both hands in the foot cradles. Come on up and come to a stand. Let's begin with some of your TRX stretches. We're going to start with your TRX wide stance hip hinge. Straps should be at mid-length. I'm going to have you stand facing the anchor point. Walk it back with your arms straight out in front of you. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Give me a big inhale. Exhale, press those hands out in front of you, lifting your hips up behind you like you're trying to tilt your pelvis down. Feeling a stretch through those hamstrings, but also putting pressure in those handles, opening up through your chest and your shoulders. So here we're alleviating your tight hamstrings and once again opening up through your chest and your lats. Holding children all day is exhausting and very tightening on the front side of your body. Give me an inhale and exhale and slowly roll that up. Now, don't worry, we did not forget about your lower back. I know lots of moms have sore lower backs from all of the different activities we do and the stress we're in. So now we're going to move on to a stretch called your lower back stretch with rotation. My straps will be at mid-length. I'm going to be standing facing the anchor point. Walk it back so my arms are out in front of me. Big inhale. Exhale, folding my hips straight back, letting them fall backwards. Okay, not to be confused with the hip hinge where you're diving forward. Now I'm letting my weight go backwards. My ears are lined up with my biceps. Here you should already feel some natural traction through your spine, some lengthening between those vertebrae. I'm going to have you bend your right knee, press your left hip back, look under your left armpit. And switch it up, bend your left knee, look under your right armpit. And then alternate one hip back and then the other, feeling that rotation as you go. And 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that up. Moving on to TRX Wall Slides. We speak a lot about how moms get pulled forward all the time. Again, from all those years of nursing, holding your baby or feeding your baby with a bottle or carrying your baby, or even my 6-year-old likes to be carried all the time. So it pulls us into this unfavorable kyphotic posture. So we want to reverse that. Backs of your hands in the foot cradles, pulling it back, feeling tension behind your shoulder blades, press it all the way up and down. Your job is to let the crown of your head raise up toward the ceiling, keeping constant pressure, pulling back in those foot cradles, feeling the backs of your shoulder blades, the backs of your shoulders, working and pulling as you press up. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to move on to your TRX half kneeling hip flexor stretch. You're probably going to want to pull in a mat for this one. I'm going to bring my straps to mid-calf length and set my mat down on the ground here, slightly out in front of my straps. Stand facing away from the anchor, similar to when we were doing our crescent lunges earlier, and step one foot, your right foot in front, and gently lower your left knee down. In this position, I'm going to press up into my hands, squeeze my left bum, open up the hip flexors, let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, drop the right arm down to the side. Spend some time here. Eyes gaze back toward the fingers of the right hand. You're squeezing your bum. Feels familiar from our yoga flow, doesn't it? See, for years, these stretches were very comfortable for me, and the yoga wasn't. And I've learned, as I've been incorporating more and more yoga, especially TRX yoga, into my training and practice, that it's actually quite similar. Let's bring those arms up and switch it. Right knee down, left leg is out in front of you. Squeeze your right bum. Press those hips forward. Drop the left arm down and away from you, actively pressing. I do appreciate you taking this time for you. It's so important for moms to, I'm sure you've heard this, put the face mask over yourself when you need oxygen first. before helping others. And by spending some time on recovery, you're doing just that. I'm going to have those bring your hands up, step your feet together carefully, come to a stand. We're going to end with your TRX standing chest stretch. So keeping the straps where they are, I'll have you stand facing away from the anchor point, and my thumbs are up toward the ceiling. I'm going to step my right foot forward, my left leg back, and actively press the outsides of my hands into those handles, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. Now, may or may not be the season for you yet, but I'm going to have you move back a touch. We're going to do some snow angels, bringing those arms all the way down and all the way up, adding a little bit of mobility to your shoulders, lifting those kids overhead, putting things away in the cabinets, trying to prevent impingement. Finally, I'm going to have you step your feet together. Inhale, exhale, and forward fold. Just hang down for a moment. Feel that stretch through your hamstrings. Let your body relax. And drop those straps. Give yourselves a hand. I appreciate you so much. Again, thank you for taking even just 10 minutes for yourself. These recovery sessions are not going to only help your body and help your posture and help you move, but they're going to help your mind too. They're going to help prevent injury. And again, putting that oxygen mask on yourself first. Thank you so much, my mom tribe. I hope you can enjoy some of my other videos. You can find me on Instagram at SHANAUW, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye-bye.